Guys, so I'm here to do my week 5 pregnancy vlog. So in the last vlog I realised that I'd forgotten to mention that the baby was the size of a poppy seed at 4 weeks. So at 5 weeks the baby is the size of like a tadpole, I think. So pretty tiny, according to like the baby websites I've looked at. Anyway, so week 5, this past week, from week 4 to 5, it's really been a case of like getting used to the idea of being pregnant, letting it sink in and stuff like that. And I have to say that it is starting to sink in. I mean, I still can't believe it, but I'm starting to get used to the idea, and it's got to the point where I am actually really happy now. You know, at the beginning I was so frightened, it was so daunting to me, and you know, I really felt like, oh, can I do this? You know, as if there's a choice anyway, but like that's how I was feeling. Not that those feelings meant anything, it's just a feeling. But now that I'm getting used to the idea, I am definitely really happy, really excited. And obviously I can say that now because the sickness hasn't kicked in or anything like that. So yeah, so really excited. My husband and my children are just absolutely over the moon. So yeah, that's what this week's mainly been about. Still got a dodgy tummy, really oversensitive to smells. Basically any smell basically makes me feel sick, and I'm repulsed by it, which is a little bit embarrassing because it's normally like smells that aren't really bad smell. Like obviously I get repulsed by bad smells, who doesn't? But like smells that aren't really bad smells I find repulsive, so like a certain perfume, food, you know, just things that, you know, don't normally smell bad, smell really bad to me. And you know, I can't be around people that smell bad. Like I went to Asda and did some food shopping, and there was some people that kind of were at every aisle I was at, and I tried to like dodge aisles and go in different order so that we weren't going like up one aisle, down the other, up like that. I kind of went over there, then over there, then over there, like to try and get rid of them, because they smelt really bad. They didn't look like the kind of people that were very well off, and possibly didn't look after themselves very well. So I wasn't being judgmental of them. You know, I felt very sorry for them, but they weren't homeless people or tramps like that. They were like normal people, just like, they just weren't the most respectable looking people, if that makes sense. And like I said, I wasn't being judgmental of them. It was just I couldn't help reacting to their smell because they smelt so bad. And every aisle I went on, they seemed to be there. And I honestly thought, I'm going to die if I get anywhere. If they come near me again, I'm going to literally just like vomit. And so I was like running away from them, and it started getting me like angry, like, for goodness sake, you're there again. You know, can't you just go away? And you know, there was hours where I needed to go to get some shopping done, and I was in a hurry, and you know, just to get the other kids from school, and like, I just wanted to get it done, and I couldn't because there they were, and I had to keep running away. And then as we walked past the group of them, Danny, who's in the trolley, decides to like stroke this woman's bottom as we walked past, and she turned to look at me like this, and I was like, I'm so sorry. I was like, he just touched your bottom, I'm sorry. I was like, Danny, you mustn't touch people's bottoms like this. And I don't know if they were like the full ticket, because she kind of looked at me like, I was like, I'm so sorry. You know, he's just a child, like, you know, he doesn't know what he's doing. And my mum walked up and she was like, what's going on? And I was like, he just like stroked her bottom. And I was trying to make a joke, like make light of it, and they didn't think it was funny at all. And I was like, oh dear. Anyway, so like I had to like stand there for a few minutes with these people, and the smell was just overwhelming. Anyway, so that's that. I'll try not to ramble on about smells for ages. Yeah, in the last video I said that I couldn't work out if my areola eyes were darker or lighter, and I've worked out that they're definitely lighter at the moment, so that's interesting. But they tend to get darker in pregnancy for me, so like, who knows, but at the moment they're definitely lighter. What else? I can't really think of anything. I wish I'd like had a chance to like plan it and write down things. But yeah, so definitely happy about being pregnant now, and it didn't really come across in my first video. It looked like I was like really moaning and complaining, and you know, obviously that's not the case. Like, I didn't mean to be moaning and complaining, because I know there are so many women that would absolutely love to be in my shoes, and I know that I'm very, very blessed, and I don't for 1 minute think that I'm not blessed. You know, I know how blessed I am, but obviously I just found out, and it was, you know, still, you know, sinking in, and like, it was, you know, it was a shock. You know, when these things are unplanned, it is a shock. Anyway, but now, like, I'm really excited, and it's so funny because, like, one of the days this week, for some reason, I think it was when I started to get used to the idea, I suddenly got really, really excited. And like, I was out with my mum shopping, and like, every person I met, even complete strangers, I just kept telling them, yeah, I just found out I'm pregnant. And I'm like, what am I doing? Like, these people don't care. They don't want to know that I'm pregnant. Like, you know, it's no one's business. And like, I just kept telling people, like, it was like, I was like first time mum again, like so excited to tell everybody. Like, I was in a shop and I was looking at some skirts, and the shopkeeper was coming over like to talk to me to see if I needed any help. And I was like, she was like, oh, that would look beautiful on you. And I was like, yeah, I kind of need something with an expanding waistline. And she didn't get it. And then she said something else about another skirt that would look nice. I mean, yeah, I need something that's gonna grow with me, if you get what I'm saying. And she's like, alright, you're pregnant, are you? I was like, yeah, I just found out I'm pregnant. Yeah. And she was like, is it your first? I was like, no, it's my 5th. And she's like, alright, okay. And then I started telling her my whole life. So yeah, I'm married. I've been married for like 10 years. We've been together for 13 years. And I've got a 10-year-old and an 11-year-old. They're nearly 11 and 12 now. And I've got a 2-year-old and a nearly 4-year-old. And this is my 5th. And I was like, in my back of my head, I was thinking, what are you doing, you crazy woman? Leave these people alone. Like, they're not interested. And it was like I was like boasting or bragging or something. I don't know. I was just so embarrassed of myself afterwards. But there I was behaving in this like giddy way. And then I was in the pet shop. I had to get pet food for my corn snake, my son's corn snake. And I was in there, and this woman came in. And in the pet shops where we are, you can bring your pets into the shop. And this woman came over, and she had this little puppy in her arms. I was like, oh my goodness, a puppy. And she was like, would you like to hold him? And hold her. And I was like, oh yes, I would. I'm so broody at the moment. I've just found out I'm expecting again. And Mum's there like, seriously? Do you have to tell everyone? And she was like, oh wow, congratulations. How far are you? I was like, oh, I just found out like 4 weeks. And I was like really embarrassed, because like, you don't tell complete strangers you're pregnant when you're 4 weeks pregnant. When you're like 3 or 4 months, like maybe if you're not showing, or if people think, is she pregnant or isn't she pregnant? Right, then fair enough, tell them then. But like, you don't tell total strangers when you just literally missed your period. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm terrible. Anyway, so we got to talking, and her little puppy was called Poppy, and mine's called Polly. And I was like, yeah, I've got a little teacup chihuahua. And I was like, oh my goodness, what is wrong with me? Like, I seriously need help. Anyway, so thank goodness that calmed down, because otherwise I would not be allowed to be out in public, because I can't go on behaving like that. Like, it's just ridiculous. Anyway, that's calmed down. Then I had another day of feeling really overwhelmed. The kids were like really not cooperating one day, and I was like really stressed out. I was like, I can't do this. I can't do this with another child. I can't have a baby number 5 as well. It's ridiculous. And then like, do you know what I mean? My emotions like up and down, and oh, I'm just crazy. Anyway, but like I said, I think this is all coming down to the fact that it's still sinking in. I'm still getting used to the idea, and like I said, it's still, you know, it still has to sink in yet. So anyway, another thing is that I keep coming up in hot flushes. So like, I'll just suddenly start sweating profusely. I don't know if you can see, like all under on my top lip. You probably can't see in this light, and all under here, like I'm just like sweating, and I'm just generally feeling hot all the time. My body temperature is definitely raised more, so that's another thing that I just keep like breaking out into a sweat. And like occasionally, like I've started fainting, like feeling really faint, so I don't know what that's all about. I'm trying to drink healthily and eat healthily, and I'm doing okay, but there are some things, the smells of things are just really like putting me off. So I'm obviously having some food aversions. And I go through stages of now and again feeling nauseous. So like, you know, the kind of nauseousy feeling is there, but it's not there all the time, thank God. So we'll see. I'm still really, really bloated. I have really bad baby bloat, and it's like got to the point now where like I basically got my maternity clothes out of the loft and put my skinny clothes back up the loft because none of my skinny clothes were fitting over my belly. So I put them up. So I'm actually officially in maternity clothes. Like I have a couple of items that aren't maternity clothes, like a couple of pairs of like jeans and tops that like can accommodate. But the rest is maternity clothes, and I'm like, I'm 5 weeks pregnant now, but obviously this has been in the last couple of days, so 4 to 5 weeks pregnant, and I'm wearing maternity clothes. That is insane. But for you mums out there who've been pregnant before, you know how comfortable maternity clothes are. They are so comfortable, and you know they have these stretchy waistbands on the trousers and skirts, and like the tops just, you know, just flow nicely over. But I look pregnant. There's no denying it. I look pregnant, and it's really embarrassing because people keep asking me like, how far along are you? It's like, I'm 5 weeks pregnant. You can't ask me that yet. And they're saying, how long are you? And it's like, I don't look fat, I look pregnant. And the thing is, it's not baby, because the baby is the size of a tadpole, so there's like no excuses for my big belly. So it's just bloated, but it's like hard. It's like, it's not like soft and flabby. It's like, this is like a bump, but it's not baby, it's belly. But it's bloated and it's sticking out, can't suck it in. And I'll see if I can try and like put a picture in for you or show it to you, but I probably can't do that without my iPad falling down. I'm at this stupid angle, as you can see. Anyway, so that's really it for me at the moment, I think, just to let you know that it's all started to kick in. And yeah, so we are really, really happy, and I just wanted to put that out there and let you guys know that I am really, really excited to be pregnant again. I am planning to still breastfeed during pregnancy, but who knows, these things happen where sometimes milk dries up in pregnancy. Most women, their milk does dry up in pregnancy. It didn't happen with me when I was pregnant with Danny. I was still able to continue nursing Christina the whole way through the pregnancy. But, you know, I can't guarantee this is going to happen this time. Maybe not. Maybe it will. But if it does dry up, then I'll get a nice break in between breastfeeding Danny and the newborn. And if I don't dry up, then, you know, I will officially have been breastfeeding for like, well, if I breastfeed the new baby till he's 2, or she's 2, I'll be breastfeeding for 6 years straight without a break, which is crazy. Anyway, I better go because Danny's come in and Polly's come in. Hi. Hi. Anyway, guys, I'm going to let you go, and I'll be back with pregnancy vlog week 6, and I'll see you later. Bye, guys.